This video has been sponsored by Home and Lighting for all your solar outdoor lighting needs. Well, g'day tubes, how's she hanging? Pretty good here. So we're doing a video today about these lights here. If you guys remember a wee while back I installed some lights, and these are solar LED lights. Now, I was contacted by the company. I'm not going to say the name of the person that contacted me, but it contacted me through email and asked if I would do a video on these lights for them if they sent me a light. So we've got some lights inside. We're gonna go have a look here. So first of all, let's go and look at their website, and I'll show you what kind of stuff they have available. Really good stuff. I've had these ones hanging here for probably about a year, and I've got two or three other ones, if I remember right, that I've had for about 3 years, I think, and never had a problem with them. And I'll tell you what, they're really good, super high quality lights. And what the best part is, and that's why I installed them here, is you don't have to run power to them and have to worry about the power, and if the power goes off then you don't have any lights. So these work so long as they get about an hour of sun a day, or they do still work even if it's cloudy out. What they'll do is they'll still gather enough light to I think run in low power mode. These ones out here, they have they'll sense when you go under it or come near it, actually, anywhere near it, and it comes on brighter, really bright. Otherwise, they're like a low power mode kind of until it senses a bit of motion, and then it comes on super bright. These ones outside, they just turned on and they haven't switched to their low power mode yet. But anyways, so yes, I've been sponsored by this company. We're going to look at their website here before we look in the box here, and I'll show you some of the other stuff that they do have. So let's go have a look at that. Well, let's check out their website, and I'll show you what they've got available for home lighting for your outdoor lighting needs. Great stuff. So this is their website, homeandlighting.co. Go here, go to all products. So these are kind of the ones that I normally would get. Good lights. We'll have a look at them in a little more in depth in a minute here. So 60 watt solar street light. I've got, I think, 4 of those going. And I think I've got 2 of their 140 watts going. And they do work really good. Really good lights. So there's the mounting brackets too. $49.76 for a mounting pole. And they're pretty good quality. There's some bigger lights here, 300, so we're 60, 140, 300, 400, and then a big 500. The big 500. That's a big light. That would be a lot, 45,000 lumens. Whereas the ones we're going to look at today are these ones here, and they're 6,000 lumens. So that would you definitely wouldn't want to be looking at that straight on, because that would definitely blind you, I think. Yes, very nice, very nice. Now there's a couple new products here that I haven't seen before. Oh, they have a 80 and 60. These are the bundles, yeah. So you can get, I think they come in a bundle of 3, if I'm right. You can get as many as you want, really, but I think they're bundled in 3. So they always have good savings if you buy multiples, of course, too. And there's always some codes and stuff that they'll put on for promotion codes and stuff. So this is kind of interesting. HD Solar Wi-Fi 4G security camera. Wow. That's pretty neat. Runs on solar, I guess, and then transmits it into your Wi-Fi. Clever, clever. There's more like one that you might hang on the side of your house or something. It's kind of nice. So we've got some another page here. They have little garden lights, mosquito killer UV LED light, nice. And there's some of the package deals there. So they get 2 lights and then 3 of these small ones. Or 2 lights, 3 of these small ones, and they're the bigger ones, the 140s, and these are the 160s. Bundle offers. Now I've got a couple of these too. They're not quite like this, but they're a pretty good light too. And these are kind of nice too. These would be good for, you got to make sure, oh, sold out. You got to make sure that this would be in a sunny location though. If you put this on the side of the building where it wouldn't get much sun, it might not charge up too great. So that would be maybe the downfall of that. So there is a solar garden light, 1000 lumen. That's pretty good. Remote controls on these two. I think that's the kit I went with there, and they didn't have these ones in stock. They were out of these ones, so they included the other light for me for the video purpose, which is good. That's very nice of them to do that. So that's their website, and of course, you always get free shipping on all orders. Super good deal, because shipping now is getting really expensive. So flag poles lights even, that's kind of cool. Shines down that way from onto the flag and stuff. That's pretty neat. Really good products though, but let's go and we'll have a look at them out in the shed here. We'll check them out. Okay, so fantastic fantastic company to deal with here. They are producing some really good quality lights. Like I say, I've had mine up there for about 3 years. I never had a problem with them. They do have, like I said, a bunch of deals and codes and stuff all the time, and price reductions of stuff and sales and stuff all the time. It's fantastic. So there's a little bit of more. I'd like to sometime get one of the big ones, but I find like these smaller ones seem to be pretty good. So that's what I've kind of stayed with. Yeah, so pretty awesome. Alright, so we're going to open up one of these here, and I got, I actually ordered 3 of them, and they didn't have one of the other ones, so we kind of struck this deal here, and away we go. So these are 60-watt solar street light with remote. Most of them have their remotes now, and I've got my remote up here for my other ones, and that's them there. So 2 hour, 4 hour, 6 hour induction always, or you can turn them off too. So it's pretty handy because then you don't have to get up on the pole, right? So let's just pull this down here. We'll have a look at this. Alright, so you can get the mounting kit for it too, for the pole. These ones I didn't order that, so I didn't get the mount kits, but I made my own for these ones that we showed you at the start here, just outside my building here, and they work pretty good. So these ones I'll probably do again, but so 60 watt solar street light. There she is there, 6,000 lumens. Pretty good. 120 LED, 65K, 6,000 lumen. Homeandlighting.co. Alright, so very fancy packaging too. They're packaged very well. And they should be out for quite a few days, I think they recommend, before you... Oh, it even comes with batteries for the remote even. Isn't that perfect? Holy smokes. Now I think all the remotes are the same. So yeah. But that is it there, and that's the 60 watt. They of course have quite a bit bigger. You can go right up to the big one if you wanted to. And really well made stuff. Really good, and it gets, like I say, it only needs about an hour. Some mounting hardware even for the that's your mount bracket there for when you mount it onto the pole. And never had a problem with those. That's how she mounts in there. Well, that's pretty good. Pretty good 60 watt solar street light. And it shows you the mount brackets. Yeah. Screws in the plates. Tells you how to run the remote. Push the induction button on the remote control if you want the light to stay on at 30% brightness. When it detects movement, it will use all its power and then go back to 30% brightness for saving energy. That's what I run mine at. So, or you can have the 2 hour, 4 hour, 6 hour button if you want the light to stay on during that period of time, and then automatically turn off. Lots of programming on it. And these things will run all night long. I've been out first thing in the morning when it's still dark out and they're still on. It's just fantastic. It's amazing. Now, problem here with these lights in Canada, or any snow area, wherever, if you're in a snow area, if you don't keep these tops cleaned off of the snow, that's definitely a good cover to make it think that it's a cloudy day and it won't charge. So I've had it where, you know, these are up pretty high here. I don't bother getting up on the ladder just for 1 or 2 days. They melt off pretty quick. Once the sun gets kind of hitting something, you know, any of these black, it'll start to heat it up a little bit, and then it runs off pretty quick. So I mount them at a fairly big angle too, right? So, you know, on the pole, they're on a fairly good angle, so it doesn't take long for that to run off. So yeah, there is the light, and that's the I don't know if this will, yeah, it'll probably need a juicing. There's your little sensor too, so when you go under it, it senses the motion and then flicks it on. So, but yeah, these have been in the box since they were manufactured, so they'll need a good sun charging for a couple of days anyways. I do believe they recommend thermal control, frequently asked questions, introduction features, how to turn on the solar, 3 light modes, full brightness all night long, no need for wires, yay, or electrical power, yay, dusk till dawn, on off switch. I don't know whether it says how long you should charge it before you should really turn it on. I thought they said at one time it was 5 days, but I'm not sure. Honestly, I've done it for like 1 full day and then it worked fine. That night I turned it on the way it went. So yeah, that is the sweet light, and of course, like we've seen on the website, they have many other ones. So we'll be doing a mount of one of these soon, if not even maybe 2 of them, out on the hydro pole, funny enough, electric pole, out by my gate there. I have another solar one that I bought at Home Depot. Garbage, get these ones, they're so much nicer, work so much better, and the battery I think went on it and it's junk, so, but pretty good machine here, let me tell you. We should maybe take one of these sort of apart here to see kind of what's inside. I'd like to see what's under this cover here, and we'll see what's in here. Okay, so we'll do a little dissection here. I want to see in here what kind of battery, or what size of battery it is. That makes it run all night. Pretty good, I think. Okay, so the last time we made, we got some of these lights when I ordered them in. It's attached to the sensor. Ooh, that's a big battery in there. The last time we did these, we made some pole mounting stuff for it, but I don't have enough material, so we're not doing that today. But okay, this is gonna be tricky to show you. That is a good sized battery in there, and I'm kind of surprised. That's pretty good. Now, they won't have probably a milliamp hour or anything on these. But let's have a look at it here. If I can get her kind of out without dumping all these screws out. Oh, they even glue it in. That's nice. Wow, so there's the battery. 2 big cells. That's bigger than a D cell. That's quite a bit longer, so I imagine that's probably some kind of lithium-ion battery. I'm not sure though. I don't have all the technical specs and details on these lights, but that is good. They even glue it in, so I just pulled that off. Of course, looks like some kind of silicone or something. Sort of stretchy. That's good. Alright, well, there's not much else in there. We've got the sensors and stuff. The little circuit board in there, so that's good. I guess we'll put her back together here. And I don't think there's any, oh, I gotta put the strap on. I don't think there's any point in really looking at those. Oh no, I just lost the screw. Okay, found the screws, we're good. We're good. So we'll get this back together here. So they glue it in, and they have a pretty good they have a pretty good strap holding in here too, and it looks like it's a piece of stainless steel as well, so that's really good. Really good quality on these lights, I must say. I'm really impressed with them. Put this on a bit of a more torque maybe. Very good quality lights though by the looks of things. I've never had one of these apart, but I'll tell you, they're definitely worth the money, and well built, last for a lot of years. Now once your potentially your battery will start to diminish, I don't know if you can order new batteries. It's probably just as easy to just get a new light, because I imagine by then there'll be problems maybe in the solar thing, and then the clarity of the lenses here will be probably getting bad too. You gotta remember, this is going outside. Stuff outside is only good for so long. Good, back together, nice. So I don't know if we nearly can look at too much more of the panel. It looks like it's all kind of secured together. I guess they glue those in, and I presume this is some kind of, feels like glass. It's really cold. Sounds like glass too on the top here, so that's a good solar panel though. Like I say, never had any problems with any of mine. I've had them hanging up for 3 years at least. So, and I don't know, there's these clips here, but they probably glued that down. These are so well constructed that they probably don't want you in there, right? So we won't take that apart, but yeah, so really good, really good. Now they've changed a few things since I got the other one. They used to have, I think, more of a dome, if I remember right, on these ones. It's too dark now to go see my ones outside there, but on the poles, but yeah, that one needs charged. So, but there we go. Very nice lights. I recommend that you pick up a pair of these if you need some extra lights outside and you don't want to run power to them, to a normal light, you know, and then these things will work. If they've got a charge that day, they'll work even if your power goes off at night. You'll still have lights on outside, and should be all good, nice and secure and safe. So that is the 60 watt 600 lumens solar light, LED solar light. It's pretty awesome, and American based company. There you go. Phone number if you wanted to call their webs or email, I guess. Yeah, pretty good. Benefits: do-it-yourself installation, smart design, weatherproof. Yeah, never had a problem. Suitable for any surface, highly durable, adjustable height. Very good. Anyways, that's it for today. Thanks again for watching, and I'd like to thank everybody that came forward and from Home and Lighting there to approach me to do a video here for them. So thank you so much for that. Okay, I'm going to give you some pros and cons that I've found with my experiences with these lights. We'll start with the pros first, of course. Pros are always a good thing. So the pros is you don't have to run power out of your building, safe, you know, electric power into the light and have it all wired. You should have that done by an electrician. An electrician would cost you a fair bit of money to come and wire up a light, right? So You don't have that. You've got solar on the top, and that's another pro of it. Pro is it's got solar, so you can put them anywhere. You got a pole or a tree or somewhere, wherever, you can put them anywhere. Another pro is that they come with a little remote control, which is nice because once you're down on the ground after you got it all mounted, you don't really want to mess with all the settings that the settings can do on the remote control. So you can just bloop, 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 and flick them on. That's a really good pro, that is. Another pro is that they're nice and bright and they last all night. They're nice and bright. They do that 30% lighting just on standby, I'm going to say, and then when they detect motion, they come on 100%. They're quite bright, so which is really good. Another pro is there's really well constructed. They feel like they're really solid light. They have a pretty good protector on the solar side, so the upside, that's going to get the charge. They have a good protection on the top of the solar panels there, and lots of LEDs that shine, and you might get the odd one that might burn out, but you won't even really notice. I don't think a couple of them burning out if they ever happen to. So I've had mine for 3 years up on the pole there, and I haven't had one burn out yet, which is really good. So you get lots of life out of them. They have a really high quality battery in them too. They seem to last for a long time, and they'll go like all night too. And like I say, I've even been out in the morning early when they're still on, and they're still on. So that's really good. Another pro is that they only need about an hour of sunshine to charge up sufficiently enough to run through the night. Longer is better, but yes, it's a really good charging system with the solar panels on them, and the battery store a lot of juice there in them, as we saw in the when we took the back panel off. All right, and the cons. There's a couple of cons I'm thinking of. They're not going to be a tremendously good light if you live up high up in, like, let's say somewhere that doesn't get a whole lot of sunshine. So sort of winter time comes and there's not a whole lot of sunshine. That is going to be a problem with getting enough sunshine to have it charged through the day. So that's the only problem there. Another con sort of with that too is if you get snow on the solar panel, it's not going to charge that day. It's going to think that there's no sun out, and it's not going to charge, and then it won't come on that night. So if it's way up high on a pole, it's going to be hard to get the snow off. But they do melt off fairly quick. When you get some sun out on them, they will melt because they're black, right? So they absorb a bit of that heat, and they'll actually melt off fairly quick. But where I live here, it's not usually kind of fast enough melting off the same day to get enough charge for that night. It might come on for a wee while, but then it'll kind of go off through the night.